Welcome to CASA, Collective Advocacy for Social Imperative Initiative. We advocate for social justice and our area of interest in Nigeria. Are you a Nigerian? If yes, then how much of a Nigerian are you? Who is Nigeria? The man Nigeria is a great man with 36 children and 774 grandchildren. His grandfather is Africa. His father, West Africa. He inherited a vast land mass which is very fertile in nature. In the fertile land of Nigeria are found many wonderful natural resources, which includes gypsum, iron ore, uranium, coal, gemstone, rock salt, oil and gas, etc. There are a lot of them. With all this said, I'm sure you'll understand that the man Nigeria is a great man. But there's a big question for every Nigerian, which must be answered by every one of us. How much of a Nigerian are you? How much of a Nigerian am I? My model of English will bother you less. The most important thing is that you understand the point I'm trying to make. How much of Nigerians are we? 20%? 30%? 50%? Nigeria as a federal republic is generated from the word federalism, which is a system of government in which power is divided between the central authority and a number of regions or states with delimited self-governing authority. Federalism is what breeds nationalism. And nationalism is the support of one's country and culture. Federalism plus nationalism will give you what is called nationalist. Patriotism, one's love for one's country, the devotion to the welfare of one's country. Those are the virtues of a patriot. The passion which inspires one to serve one's country. Nationalism plus patriotism will give you what is called political jingoism. Political jingoism means excessive patriotism and aggressive nationalism. And whoever that possesses this quality will be called a political jingoist. Do not give me the excuse of not being a politician, because every human is born as a political animal. Then I ask again, in all more than 140 million population of Nigerians, how many patriots, how many nationalists, how many political jingoists can be found? Let me narrow it down to these examples. If you're an able man and an employer of labor, you have before you applying for a particular job an able man, your brother, and a more experienced Yoruba man, and Hausa man. Tell me the truth. Would you do what is right by giving the job to the more qualified Yoruba man, or would you rather become tribalistic and give it to your brother, the able man? The same applies to a Yoruba man. If you're a Yoruba man and they witness to a crime between an able man and a Yoruba man, your brother, you know truthfully that your brother, the Yoruba man, is guilty, and with the evidence you have, if tendered, will be convicted. Would you do what is right by tendering the evidence and convicting your brother, the Yoruba man, and vindicating the innocent man, the able man, or would you rather become tribalistic and not tender the evidence, then thereby allowing the innocent go in for a crime he did not commit? The same goes to you, an Hausa man. You are an Hausa man. You have the power to grant contract, to award contracts. You have a more capable and experienced able man seeking for the same contract. And your brother, who is a novice, would you do what is right by awarding the contract to the more experienced and more capable able man? Or would you become tribalistic and give the job to your brother, an Hausa man? The same goes to every other ethnic group in Nigeria, every other group, every other tribe. Until we have passion for this country, until we see beyond tribe, until we see beyond ethnicity, nothing can work for this country. Until we decide to see things the way they are. Believe me, until we decide to do away with ethnicity, tribalism, religious extremism, nothing can work for this great country. My mother once told me that pig milk sold for 25 kobo. I grew up, I met the price at 30 naira. Today, the price has risen to 150 naira. We must put a stop to a Nigeria where prices only go up and never come down, where things go bad and never get better. We cannot hand down a worse Nigeria to our children. We cannot handle a decayed Nigeria to our children, because that would amount to Armageddon. Let's say no to terrorism. Let's say no to religious extremism. Let's say no to corruption. Let's say no to favoritism, nepotism, whatever you have. Whether you are a Muslim, whether you're a Christian, Nigeria must come first. I mean first, before every other thing. If not, let us split. I mean, let us separate and stop deceiving ourselves with the tag one Nigeria, because it's not working for us. I represent Kasai. It's an NGO. We are here to work for the betterment of Nigeria. We have got so many programs and projects that will stand for Nigeria, not tribe, not religion, and no other but Nigeria. Because this great country has to come first. You can log on to our website. After this video, you will see written by the downside of this video, log on to our website, so that you will see through the programs and the projects we have for Nigeria. The lawmakers, if they cannot make the law, we will push them and we must force them to make the law. The law that will work for the betterment of this country, because we pay them to do that. They have our mandate. They cannot use the mandate we give to them to work against this country. This country must come first. Whoever that is there for his selfish interest, it has got to stop. I say again, get in touch with Kasai. Let's work for the betterment of this country. Let's work for the growth for this country. Let's build and nurture passion and love for this great country, so that we can stand out as the giants that we are called. Thank you.